Wait, did Canada just make it harder for Jamaicans and Trinidadians to visit in 2025? Or is it finally opening the doors wider than ever before? Hold on, before you pack your bags or cancel your trip, you need to hear this. Canada just introduced 12 brand new travel rules, and whether you're from Jamaica or Trinidad and Tobago, these changes could completely shake up how you travel, work, or even move to Canada this year. Some are exciting, others controversial, and a few downright shocking. This isn't just immigration policy, it's a game changer. From visa-free travel privileges to biometric crackdowns, airport blacklists, digital surveillance, student visa freezes, and special Caribbean pathways, this affects you. In this video, we're breaking down all 12 new Canadian travel rules that will directly impact thousands of Jamaicans and Trinidadians in 2025. Some rules might surprise you, others might infuriate you. And guess what? These aren't just policies, they're shaping the future of Caribbean travel freedom. Are your rights being expanded, or slowly stripped away? Stick around because rule number 9 will blow your mind. It's one of the most secretive changes no one is talking about, yet. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. We bring you the real, raw, and relevant truth behind global travel and immigration. And if you're Caribbean-born and globally ambitious, this is your channel. Rule number 1. The visa-free twist, that's not what it seems. In 2024, Canada shook the Caribbean by announcing visa-free travel for eligible citizens of select countries, including Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. It sounded like a dream come true. But here's the twist. The visa-free status only applies to individuals who've held a Canadian visa in the past 10 years, or currently hold a valid US visa. So while the headline said visa-free, the fine print said with conditions. And that small detail leaves out a large portion of young Jamaicans and Trinis eager to explore Canada for the first time. Even worse, if you've been denied a Canadian visa before, this privilege is immediately revoked. Controversy alert. Many Caribbean nationals are calling this a form of selective inclusion, creating a two-tier travel class. One privileged, the other rejected. Rule number 2, digital entry permits, the ETA revolution. Canada has expanded the use of electronic travel authorizations, ETAs, for eligible travelers. On the surface, it simplifies entry, but behind the scenes, it's collecting more biometric and behavioral data than ever before. Once you apply, your online footprint, including social media activity, employment history, even financial behavior, can be analyzed using AI before approval. Provocative thought. Is this making travel easier, or turning tourists into data profiles? Rule number 3, Caribbean student visa freeze. In early 2025, Canada placed a temporary freeze on student visa applications from several Caribbean nations, citing a need to review academic integrity and housing constraints. This move sparked outrage across Caribbean universities and student unions, accusing Canada of targeting Black and brown nations under a thin veil of bureaucratic caution. Why it matters. Thousands of bright Caribbean students have had their dreams delayed, scholarships lost, and academic futures put on hold. Rule number 4, financial scrutiny for travelers from high-risk zones. Canada is now demanding stricter proof of funds from Jamaican and Trinidadian travelers. Bank statements must show consistent financial activity for at least 6 months, with random spot checks now part of airport entry screenings. Controversial note: critics say this unfairly targets people from nations with weaker currencies and informal economies, punishing the working class. Rule number 5, the airport watchlist policy. Canada has implemented a real-time airport watchlist system connected to Caribbean departure points. Passengers flagged for previous overstays, criminal records, or uncooperative behavior can now be denied boarding before even leaving the Caribbean. Shocking detail. This database shares information between Canada, the US, UK, and EU. One minor incident in Miami, it could stop your trip to Toronto. Rule number 6, Canada Caribbean Safe Worker Quotas. Canada has introduced a controversial labor quota system for seasonal Caribbean workers. Each year, a specific number of farm and factory workers will be allowed, with the rest rejected outright, regardless of employer needs. Is this a way to manage immigration or a disguised effort to cap Caribbean presence in Canadian industries? Rule number 7. Mandatory travel health declarations. All Caribbean visitors must now complete an enhanced travel health declaration 48 hours before departure, and failure to do so can result in denied boarding. The forms ask for vaccination history, past illnesses and long-term medications, sparking fears over medical discrimination. Rule number 8. New refugee restrictions for Caribbean nationals. Canada has tightened asylum rules, particularly affecting claimants from the Caribbean. Under the new protocols, applications from Jamaica and Trinidad are deemed low priority and fast-tracked for rejection unless credible fear of persecution is proven with legal documentation. Legal experts say this change will harm women, LGBTQ+ individuals, and political dissidents from these regions. Rule number 9. Biometric border expansion. In a secretive rollout, Canada has installed biometric scanners at select Caribbean airports. Every traveler heading to Canada will now undergo facial recognition and fingerprint scanning before departure. Conspiracy or fact? Rights groups argue it's biometric surveillance on foreign soil, with zero Caribbean oversight. Rule number 10. Passport validity extension rule. Canada now requires all Caribbean travelers to hold passports valid for at least 12 months from the date of travel. A shift from the previous 6-month rule. Why it matters? Many citizens with older passports are now being turned away despite valid visas. Rule number 11. Canadian Sponsor Vetting Act. Caribbean residents being sponsored by family in Canada are now subject to deep background checks on both the sponsor and applicant. Any history of welfare use, missed tax filings, or unverified employment can derail the process. Social consequence families are being split over bureaucratic red tape and financial profiling. Rule number 12. Canada-Caribbean dual citizenship crackdown. In a rare move, Canada is reviewing thousands of permanent residents and naturalized citizens who maintain active dual citizenship with Caribbean nations. Allegation: they're questioning loyalty, with rumors swirling of potential revocations for those deemed non-permanent in spirit. So, what does all of this mean? Canada's 2025 travel policy is a double-edged sword for Jamaicans and Trinidadians. While it opens doors for the privileged few, it quietly slams them shut for many others. Behind the smiles and welcoming slogans lies a system of increasing control, digital surveillance, and economic gatekeeping. Are these policies about safety or selective opportunity? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which rule shocked you the most? Have you or someone you know been affected by any of these policies? Do you think Canada is being fair or just diplomatic? And remember, this is just the beginning. More rules are being drafted, more restrictions are coming, but so are more stories, more resistance, more truth. So subscribe, stay alert, and never travel uninformed again. Hit that bell, hit that like, share this with every Jamaican and Trini you know, because what they don't know might already be affecting them. Stay bold, stay informed, stay connected.